So I'll be making video B. So for the first part, I'm going to do SCAT 5 orientation. You would use this part of the SCAT 5. And so I'll just ask her the question. So first I'll say, what month is it?
February.
If they get it wrong, you would circle a 0, but if they were to get it right, they'd get the point. Next I'll say, what is the date today?
February 24th.
So once again, she got it right. I'll give her a point. And then what day of the week is it?
Sunday.
What year is it?
2019.
And what time is it right now within 1 hour?
12:30.
So she got all 5 right, so I'd give her 5 points. Next we'll do, if they were to do significantly worse than their baseline score, then it would be indicative of retrograde amnesia following head trauma. Next I'll do the concentration portion of the SCAT 5. So first you'd read them the instructions. I'm going to read a string of numbers, and when I am done, you repeat them back to me in reverse order of how I read them to you. For example, if I say 719, you would say 917. So you'll start with list A, so I'll say 493.
394.
So since she got that right, you would give her a yes and 1 point. But if they were to get the first one wrong, you'd give them a no and then do the second set of numbers, which would have been 629. If they were to get it right, then you would circle yes and 1 point. If they were to get it wrong again, you'd circle no and give them a 0. And then after that, you'll move to the list of 4 numbers. So 3814.
4183.
So she got that one right, so you'd circle yes and a 1 and then move to the list of 5 numbers, which is 62971.
17926.
She got it right, so you'd circle yes and 1 and then you'd move to the list of 6 numbers, which is 718462.
264817.
She got that one right. Circle yes and give 1 point. And then you'll add up the points out of 4 and put them at the end and compare it to the baseline. If they do significantly worse on that, it would be indicative of cognitive dysfunction following head trauma. So next we're going to do the Romberg test. So I'll have you come stand up. For this one, you would instruct the patient to close their eyes, abduct their arms 90 degrees, which is shoulder height, and then tilt their head back, and then lift their dominant foot. And then if they can do that, which she's struggling, but if they can do that, you'd instruct them to bring their finger to their nose. And if they struggle with that following a head trauma, it'd be indicative of cerebellar dysfunction. Next we'll do tandem walking. So for this one, we can go up in the hallway and use that line. So for this one, you'd want to do about 20 feet, but we'll use this line for an example. So you would instruct your patient to walk down the line as fast as they can, going heel to toe. And then once they reach the end, you'd want them to go backwards, toe to heel, as fast as they can. And if they're unable to stay steady or balanced or around the line area, then it'd be indicative of cerebral dysfunction following a head trauma. And then next we'll do Oppenheim reflex. So I'll have you laid on your back on the table and you can take off your shoes and your sock. And then you want their knees extended, and then I'll pull up your pant leg. And then you can really use anything for this, but I'm just gonna use my fingernail. So you'll want to drag it down the anteromedial portion of their tibia. And for this one, you want to watch their toe reflex. So your big toe should flex, would be the natural reflex, but if it were to extend or if the toes were to splay, the little toes, then it'd be indicative of an upper motor neuron lesion following a head trauma. And then for the last one, we'll test the first 6 cranial nerves. So for the first one, the olfactory, So this one's a sensory, you're testing their smell, and you don't want to use anything too strong of a smell. So you can just do like hand sanitizer on your fingers and just have them smell it. And this one is more subjective, so they would just tell you if they're able to smell it or not. The second one is optic, which is also a sensory nerve. For this one, you're testing their eyesight. So for this one, you can just hold up fingers and say, how many fingers am I holding up?
3.
So she got that right. And then the third one is oculomotor. So I'll have you hold it for this one. This one is motor. So for this one, you just want to put your finger or your hand on the bridge of their nose with your pinky side down. You're going to shine the light. You're going to have them look straight ahead and shine the light into one side. And you're watching their pupillary reaction. Both should constrict due to the increase of light, but if only one were to and the other would stay dilated, then it would show anisocoria. The fourth one is trochlear nerve, and this one's also motor. So for this one, you're going to do upward and diagonal eye tracking. So you're going to put your finger here, have them track it diagonally, try and keep your head in place. So go up, both directions diagonally. If they're able to do that. And then the fifth one would be trigeminal. So for this one, it's both a sensory and a motor. And to test this, you could either have them test chewing, and you could also do face sensory. So for this one, you can just like touch their face and ask if they can feel it. And then sixth would be the abducens nerve, which is a motor, and for this one you're going to do lateral eye tracking. Try and have them keep their head in place and look straight ahead, and then follow your finger, and then that's all.